Hello, checking in with Light from Uncommon Stars. I'm up to chapter 13 in the book, the novel, and it's an interesting book in that we are definitely mixing the science fiction with the fantasy. I'm semi worried that there isn't enough grounding in the music. I was thinking of Vikram Seth to talk about a super high level novel that involves music, at least that I know of, and that book was able to get me to kind of in a way hear or really kind of sink into a musician's point of view and a musician's thoughts about classical music. And there is something about this book that I feel like it's doing it more of a fantasy level of musicianship, where it's like that Katrina has almost superpowers in music. She learns within like a couple of hours space a super complicated, in-depth classical music score, which she's only like listened to. She doesn't have the music to, it's just in her head. And it seems to be like such a supernatural level of ability that it sort of risks floating off and not being real anymore, it being just a fantasy. And that's maybe a strange complaint to have when you've got devil with the demon, you've got to deal with the demon, you've got aliens from a spaceship. But it's like, to my mind, the musicianship and that stuff should be the stuff that maybe grounds it. And we do have a they take Katrina's her oh, there goes the plane. They take her violin first to one place where they sneer at it because it's like, oh, it's a Chinese piece of crap is basically what they say. And they also, do they misgender her? I can't remember if they misgender her there. Actually, no, I think they actually just misgender her at the other place, but is firmly corrected. But to Lucy, who is this wrong side of the tracks, a woman who's been told by her father, you can't be a great repairer, fixer, maker, I don't know about maker of violins, because you're a woman. So there's definitely a theme there with other non-helpful parental figures and stuff like that. But it takes it there, and she adjusting and fixing and kind of coaxing out. It might be all nonsense, but it feels a lot more grounded than what's happening with Katrina, who's like supernatural. And we get a strange thing where the aliens come over to hook her up so she can have great internet and also a great kind of studio to make videos, because that's how she's going to get success in the modern day and age. And they set up a holographic thing with like hard light holographic, I'll say hard light, stealing from Star Trek, where Katrina can change her body, which might be thematic, but it's just like wow, this is all so it's very fanciful. And I guess it's just a matter of how much I'm going to let go and just let it carry me, and how much it's funny because I like fanciful, but I like to believe it. I like the book to convince me, to catch me up and carry me through, and it to be something that I'm immersed in, not, oh, this is getting more and more unbelievable. Because, I'm a guy, I'm a very gullible reader, have no trouble with suspending disbelief. But yeah, so those are my thoughts right now. I like the character of Katrina. You know, I just like how fucked up she is. Just very believable. There's a lot of the kind of the anxiety and the kind of self-criticism of a bunch of the characters, which resonate very much, if you listen to any of my other videos, resonates with me. So there's that. It's a good Pride Month book, I guess, that way. There's just some of the struggles there that I can see that I mean, they're universal, obviously, because I'm not gay, but they're universal. I'm not transgendered, but they, you know, you can feel them. So that part of the book is grounded and does feel good. It's just the other things that I'm hoping will get a little bit more deeper, get those hooks into me, because I want to be hooked in. All right, I've been Jay. More videos later.